we're back with another Ancient Cities. They got a new update, as you can read by the title. Well, let's dive right in so you can hear me ramble on about it. It should be fun. New things, new items. Let's get to it. Here is the tribe. As you can see, got a fenced-in area to keep out the wild animals as I'm planting wheat right here. It's progressing nicely. We planted this late February as wheat is planted late winter and will be harvested late summer. And then we have our beets over here, which you just planted, which are only for early spring and they'll be harvested early summer. So we got a nice little beet farm and a wheat farm. This is a great update because now this gives you more incentive to stay in one place and you can expand your farmland as the more you grow and harvest, as well harvesting wild wheat and wild beets or peas if you have peas in your location. I do not. But this is a great incentive to stay and grow your village to greater numbers instead of beforehand where if you hunted out the region, you'd have to pack up and move. Now, farming, what I know of as of now, is, I don't want to get wrong, I think Neolithic. Yes, Neolithic only, so you have to start in the Neolithic era if you want farming. Now, I don't know if you start in the Mesolithic, and as you play along, move along, you unlock farming. But if you want farming right away, you start in the Neolithic. As you see, we have a new group. Farmers, they don't really do much right now. They just planted the seeds. They're growing on their own. They do say there will be climate changes to your crops, so you might have a great harvest one year, bad harvest the next year. But they didn't really do much. They just planted it and they just kind of walked away. And with the farming patch or update, we now have a stone sickle. Fortunately, I have to wait for someone to walk in to my tribe who knows toolsmithing so we can create the stone sickle. Better chopping, and it'll be better for cropping plants, as it says down below. The wooden spear can be used for tilling, as you saw. Well, as you see, it can be used for tilling the ground. And that's the only tool, besides this, for farming. So, have wooden spears at the ready to till the ground. Other than that, just these two. So, that's the new tool, but the oven and the mill finally have a use instead of for decoration. So right here, you can make some bread from your wheat, and you get the wheat grain from the wheat crop from the thresher. So the conversion is 1 wheat crop makes 2 grain makes 1 flour, and 1 flour will make 10 bread, which is pretty big. 10 bread for 1 flour, especially if you have a great season. So let's just see right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 18. Wheat grains. 9. That's 90 bread in 1 row. Boom. Not bad. So that's how that goes. Other than that, it's a small update. It's a big update, as in terms of now you can stay in one region. And we have new uses for these buildings. They're no longer for decoration, so that's very cool. Big update in terms of staying, but very tiny update with few changes. Much to go. I'll have the change log down below. And I think the next thing they're working on is burials and temples. So that'll be pretty interesting. Unfortunately, I have to wait for someone to die, and we've only played, where's my leader? At least, I think he was 8 to 10 years. He was like 44, maybe 54. I mean, yeah, 55. It's like 1, so I played 2 in-game years. one whole cycle is like 4 years. So that's how that plays out. So I technically only played 2 years, but I played 8 total years as a whole. But other than that, I'm very excited for the game. The burial temples will be very interesting to see. I just have to kill someone, or they die of old age. So that'd be interesting to see. That might take a little longer to do. But so far, this game's looking great. They're always adding new things, listening to the community. I'm excited. I can't wait for more progression in the game. And I will see you guys in the next video as well. Take care and stay safe.